Look at your palm right now. If you notice a faint curve forming an M or a crescent moon in the lines of your hand, that shape is not random. It represents a signal embedded in you before birth, a reminder of connection and guidance waiting to unfold. Even if the curve seems delicate or subtle, it marks you as someone moving towards something beyond everyday routines. The presence of this sign suggests that the coming months hold a special intensity for you, an invitation to awaken inner knowing and respond to changes both inside and around you. This isn't just poetic imagery, it's an encouragement to pay attention to inner shifts you may already sense, sharper thoughts, vivid dreams, meetings that feel meant to be. These are gentle hints of activation. In the next section, we'll explore how to tune into these hints, nurture them, and engage with the energy of the second half of 2025. The goal is to support a journey that feels both simple and profound, a path guided by intuition, clear intention, and small daily practices that add up to genuine transformation. Awakening inner senses. You might have noticed lately that you respond to subtle cues more readily, a faint breeze that shifts your mood, a snippet of a conversation that seems loaded with meaning, or a dream so vivid that it lingers long after waking. These experiences point to a gentle opening of your inner senses. When the crescent in your palm aligns with that surge of sensitivity, it signals that your intuition is stirring. To honor this, begin by pausing briefly each morning. Before rushing into tasks, bring your awareness to your breath and feel your palm. Keep it relaxed, palm facing up if it feels natural. In silence or with soft music, invite whatever arises. Thoughts, feelings, images. Jot down any impressions or phrases that stand out. These notes may feel fragmentary at first, but over days they build a dialogue with your deeper self. You're not chasing mystical experiences, rather you're acknowledging what's already present. This simple practice, just a few minutes of listening, reinforces trust in your inner voice and trains you to recognize subtle guidance throughout the day. Dreams as guidance. Dreams often carry messages when our conscious mind rests. If you see symbols or recurring images, consider keeping a dream journal. When you wake, even if details seem fuzzy, note the strongest impression. A feeling, a scene, a symbol. Over time, patterns may emerge that mirror situations in waking life. For instance, you might dream of walking through a door you've never seen before, then later face an opportunity that feels like stepping into new territory. The crescent in your palm resonates with this. It connects you to the world of images, intuition, and messages hidden beneath surface routines. Treat dreams kindly. Avoid forcing interpretation. Instead, maintain curiosity. What might this suggest? Or, how does this feeling relate to what's happening now? Sometimes a simple phrase or image can spark clarity about a decision or a relationship. By honoring dreams as one thread of your guidance, you acknowledge that your wisdom operates in many registers: waking thought, body sensations, and the language of sleep. Developing quiet confidence. As you notice inner signals more clearly, a gentle confidence grows. You find yourself arriving in rooms and sensing the atmosphere before speaking. You may intuit what someone truly needs or see opportunities that others overlook. This kind of knowing does not come from arrogance, but from practice. You've learned to trust and to pause, to observe what arises, rather than acting purely on habit. Cultivate this calm presence by integrating short pauses in daily life. For instance, before starting a meeting or conversation, take a breath, tune into your center, and ask, what energy do I want to bring here? This quiet moment roots you. Over time, you move from reactivity into response. You respond to situations from grounded clarity rather than reacting out of old patterns. The sign in your palm serves as a reminder. You carry innate capacity to sense and to choose with awareness. Intention and everyday ritual. When the waxing moon appears in the sky, its growing light reminds us of gradual expansion. In the same way, small intentions set with clarity build momentum. Instead of making grand resolutions, choose a handful of intentions that feel most alive right now. Perhaps nurturing creativity, deepening relationships, or focusing on health. Write them down as statements of fact, not wishes. I direct energy toward projects that align with my purpose. Or, I open to connections that support my growth. Each day, revisit these statements briefly, morning or evening. Speak them aloud if possible, or read them slowly, feeling the resonance in your body. Then let go. Don't push with force. Notice moments when circumstances shift. A conversation leads in a new direction, or resources surface unexpectedly. These responses are not mere coincidence, but the natural echo of clear intention meeting aligned energy. The M and crescent moon in your palm reflect this process. They signal your alignment with a larger flow. By staying present to small rituals, journaling, breathing, stating intentions, you build a foundation for deeper unfoldment. Flowing with cycles. Life often follows rhythms like the lunar phases, times of growth, times of rest, times of release. You may sense these cycles in your energy, periods when ideas surge forward, followed by moments when activity feels stale and you need to withdraw. When the moon wanes, it invites reflection and renewal. During that phase, allow yourself to rest. Pause projects briefly, tend inner care, and process insights from the preceding busy phase. When the moon returns to darkness, it's an opportunity to plant seeds quietly. Imagine the direction you'll take when light returns. Since your palm's crescent echoes lunar symbolism, pay attention to these natural cycles. Align major efforts, launching a project, starting a course of study, deep conversations, with times when your energy feels expansive. Use quieter phases for integration, meditative reflection, creative incubation, and self-care. Trust that stepping back is not failure, but part of the unfolding. Over time, you learn to move with these rhythms rather than fighting them, and your life gains a harmonious quality. Cultivating supportive connections. When you carry the M and crescent moon in your palm, you may find certain people entering your life in meaningful ways. These encounters often feel synchronistic. You meet someone who carries a spark of resonance, even if you've never met before. They may offer wisdom, encouragement, or challenge you to grow. Recognize these as soul appointments, interactions that help you remember parts of yourself or inspire the next step. To welcome these connections, remain open-hearted. Attend gatherings, spiritual groups, creative workshops, community events, or simply remain open in everyday settings. When conversations arise, listen deeply. Let others share their truth, and share yours from a grounded place. You don't need to force relationships. Rather, follow invitations that feel alive to you. Over time, you'll notice a circle forming, people whose energy aligns with yours, where growth happens naturally and support flows easily. These relationships become part of your spiritual ecosystem. They reflect the codes in your palm: collaboration, remembrance, shared purpose. Creative emergence and action. As inner alignment deepens and intentions clarify, inspiration often emerges in the form of ideas for projects, writing, teaching, healing work, creative expressions, or initiatives that serve others. When you sense a compelling idea, test it, speak it aloud, sketch a simple plan, take a small first step. Acting from clarity carries more power than waiting for perfect conditions. The crescent's energy supports early-stage movement. Start small, observe how the energy responds, then expand. Notice how resources and people may align once you take that step. A conversation hints at funding, or someone offers help unexpectedly. These are the natural echoes of aligned action. Each choice grounded in clarity fuels momentum. Even if progress feels slow at times, each deliberate action builds a foundation. Over months, what began as a spark can grow into something substantial: a project, a shift in career, or community work. Remember, it's not about chasing success, but about moving in tune with inner guidance. The mark in your palm is a reminder that creation arises from union between intuition and presence, balance and well-being. Transformation is not only about outer achievements. It includes caring for your body, mind, and emotions so you can sustain growth. Simple daily habits, mindful movement, nourishing food, adequate rest, become sacred when aligned with intention. Notice how your body responds. When you rest deeply, you may find clearer insights. When you nourish well, your energy for creative work increases. Also, allow yourself to slow down when needed. Even in busy seasons, carve moments for solitude, a quiet walk, journaling, or gazing at the moon. These intervals recharge intuition and prevent burnout. The crescent in your palm invites you to honor both movement and rest as partners. By keeping balance, you sustain the capacity to meet opportunities with fullness rather than exhaustion. Embracing change and letting go. As shifts occur, parts of your life may need to change. Habits, relationships, environments that no longer serve your growth. The sign in your palm can also signal when to release what's holding you back. Letting go may feel challenging, but trust that clearing space makes room for new possibilities. This process can be gentle. Begin by noticing what drains your energy or feels out of sync, then gradually disentangle. You don't have to sever everything at once. Small adjustments, setting boundaries, changing routines, releasing outdated beliefs, create breathing room for what truly matters. Often, letting go reveals deeper gifts, clarity about desires, renewed confidence, and unexpected openings. When you release with gratitude for lessons learned, you align with the natural rhythm of transformation. Old forms dissolve so new ones can emerge. The M and crescent remind you this cycle of renewal is part of your unfolding blueprint. Rituals for connection. Rituals can help anchor your awareness of these shifts. For example, once a week, or aligned with a lunar phase, step outside in the evening. Greet the moon with a simple gesture. Place your hand over your heart, feel the shape in your palm, and breathe. Speak an affirmation that resonates. I honor what arises. I trust my path. Keep it brief and heartfelt. Over time, this ritual becomes a touchstone, reminding you of continuity between your inner world and natural cycles. If you enjoy creative expression, consider symbolic acts. Draw or paint a crescent, craft a small object representing your intention, or write a letter to yourself, imagining the person you're becoming 6 months from now. These acts reinforce alignment by involving body, mind, and spirit together. The key is sincerity rather than complexity. Simple, consistent practices nurture a field in which transformation can flow. Living with ongoing openness. As you move through the rest of 2025, remain open to surprises. Activation doesn't always follow a neat schedule. Some days feel electric with insight, others feel quiet and uneventful. Both are part of the rhythm. When inspiration appears, act. When rest is needed, rest. Check in with your palm's sign as a reminder to listen inwardly. What sensation arises? What thought or feeling surfaces? Over time, this ongoing dialogue becomes second nature. Celebrate small successes, a fresh idea taking shape, a conversation that sparks clarity, or a moment of peace in the midst of busyness. Recognize these as echoes of your alignment. Likewise, when challenges arise, lean into the trust you've built. Allow setbacks to teach rather than derail you. Your inner compass grows stronger each time you return to presence and intention, anchoring purpose and service. Ultimately, the sign in your palm points toward purpose that extends beyond personal gain. As you grow, consider how your gifts serve others, sharing insights, supporting community projects, or simply bringing kindness into daily interactions. When you act from that wider perspective, your journey feels richer and more connected. Serving aligned with your intuitive guidance magnifies impact. You draw people and resources naturally because your work resonates at a deeper frequency. You don't need to have everything figured out. Start by noticing what brings you joy or a sense of flow, activities where time seems to dissolve. Explore how these might translate into service or creative expression. Even small gestures, listening to someone in need, offering a helpful insight, creating something inspiring, matter. Over time, these acts weave into a larger tapestry of meaning. The M and crescent remind you that you carry both mission and remembrance. You embody a thread in a greater design. Affirmation and next steps. Now is a fitting moment to affirm your readiness. You might choose a simple statement, I am prepared for what emerges, I step forward with trust. Speak it aloud or write it down. Then identify a few immediate, concrete actions, no more than 3, that feel aligned, perhaps scheduling a meeting with someone who inspires you, beginning a small creative experiment, or setting aside daily moments for reflection. These actions aren't chores, they're keys that signal your intention and open pathways. Remember, transformation often begins with a single conscious choice. As you follow that choice, notice how life responds. Opportunities may surface, or new insights may guide adjustments. Stay flexible and curious. Your palm's sign is not a guarantee of ease, but a guidepost to support you as you navigate shifts. By honoring the inner signals and tending simple practices, you build trust in yourself and in the unfolding process. Walking the path. In the second half of 2025, let your palms, M, and crescent moon be gentle reminders of the sacred presence within. You are invited to awaken deeper listening, align with natural cycles, engage meaningful connections, and take inspired steps toward projects that matter. Balance action with rest, embrace change with trust, and integrate practices, quiet mornings, dream journaling, simple rituals under the moon that keep you anchored. This path is not about perfection or ticking off boxes. It's about living with awareness, noticing subtle shifts, responding from a grounded center, and allowing life to move through you in harmony with your purpose. As you do so, you'll discover that what once felt hidden in dreams or intuition becomes real in your daily world. People, ideas, and circumstances begin to align in unexpected ways. You find yourself stepping into roles and projects that feel deeply resonant, as if you've been preparing for this all along. So look at your palm again. Feel the curve. Let it remind you carry a code of remembrance and a capacity to navigate change with wisdom. Trust that the months ahead are charged with meaningful growth. Choose small, clear actions today and let them ripple into larger waves of transformation. You were marked for this time. Now is your moment to walk forward with confidence, purpose, and open-hearted presence.